Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Bros at Ringside. See, I got it right now this time. Last time I was just like, I was like, bring it. I was like, shit. True story. I was like, damn, no, not that. It's Bros at Ringside. Yay! Crowd goes wild. And we have Clinton. Oh, I'm sorry, uh, Charlotte Flair, or we
Charlotte
love
Bear.
we love you,
Tyler
Sasha.
Bear.
Charlotte Bear. Yeah.
Hashtag we like Sasha. We love you, Sasha.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you. Back from Vegas, back from Double or Nothing weekend, which
Mm.
was fun.
Oh, that's right. You got to explain to us like you got to explain since you were there.
It was oh god, it was so much. So we stayed. So it was me and my group LGBTQ pro wrestling community. We went
Yes.
to Double or Nothing weekend. We actually stayed at the same hotel that the wrestlers were staying at.
Nice.
Lit.
So I was able to see from, for example, we saw the Varsity Blondes, we saw Ricky Starks, we saw Powerhouse Hobbs. My friend saw CM Punk as soon as he checked in. Um,
Uh,
we
it.
saw Sunny Kiss. Props to Sunny Kiss. We actually took a photo with Sunny Kiss.
Nice.
Oh, nice, nice.
We saw Britt Baker walking around. We saw a lot of wrestlers walking around. I was playing blackjack with Peter Avalon.
Ha! You
Uh,
you played blackjack with Peter Avalon?
I played blackjack with Peter Avalon, and
Oh my
he
god.
was losing money. I was like, oh, sorry, sorry about that. But overall, it was so much fun. It was a great time. Double or Nothing was. I will honestly say that it was my second favorite AEW event of all time.
Wow.
Nice.
That's
Yeah,
saying something.
the second one.
But that was a great show, though.
The
It
second.
was great show from beginning to end. I would say there's one or two matches that could have been cut off.
Yep.
Like which ones?
Oh, they could have done without the America's Top Team match versus Sammy Tay and Frankie Kazarian.
Okay.
They could have done without that. And even though I love my women,
Mm-hmm.
the Jade and Anna match was not hitting.
I said this.
I like the payoff at the end because you got Stokely, who I'm a big fan for. I love Stokely. And then you also got Athena now, who debuted. So, but yeah, honestly, and I'll be real quick. You could have put Hookhausen and Mark Sterling and Tony Nese on the main show, and you could have switched it with that, and I would have been fine with that.
Oop.
Because the crowd was actually into the Hookhausen match because
I mean, it's Hookhausen. Everyone loves that shit. Like
Mhm.
that, they eat that shit up.
Hookhausen.
I
Yeah.
will say that I will say the best match, that Anarchy match was unreal. Being inside there.
Mm.
And then just to let you know as well, too, they played Wild Thing throughout 80% of that match.
Really?
80% of the match,
Yeah.
they were still playing Wild Thing. And everybody was going ape shit. It was a sight to see. And now it's based on Dave Meltzer, it's a 5-star match. So it was great to see that. And then also another great match was O'Reilly and Darby Allin.
Okay.
was
Yeah. That was pretty good.
And then I would even say Thunder Rosa and Serena Deeb, they had a great match. It felt rushed because I felt like they was running out of time.
Mm.
They went over 12 though. I think didn't the event finish at 1?
It's,
Well, I
it,
mean, over there it was different, but
it finished. So the show started for us. It was 4 o'clock. That's when the pre-shows, the buy-in starts. So we didn't leave the arena until 9.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be like midnight your time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was over at like 12, almost 1.
Yeah. Which was, and then we were almost thinking about not going out, but we were just like,
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Last night in Vegas, let's just go out. But it was, when you go to some of those shows, you feel the fatigue. You really do.
Oh yeah, just going to the regular shows. You know, me and Al have gone twice.
I wasn't fatigued.
I was. That shit is just sitting
Oh,
there
the
for
first
five
time you
hours.
went, you was sick.
5 hours of rest. No, so the first time I was sick, but the second time we went, I was tired as hell. Once Rampage, they were setting the ring for Rampage. I was like, damn, this shit. We got another hour of this shit.
It was only another half hour, it wasn't an hour, but it was good. I enjoyed it. When I went to Arthur Ashe Stadium, I was just like
That was endurance because you had elevation, then you had dark, then you had Grand Slam, and then you had Rampage.
and what makes it worse, like the what makes that whole place bad was the seating, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you are a person that have a big butt, I don't care how no, serious on some real shit. Like if you're a person that has a big butt, those seats are not generous to you. I don't care like how small your waist is. If you have a big ass, those seats don't do nothing for you.
Yeah.
Like not one seat, like for a big person. Like no matter how where you sit, it's bad. Like it is oof, oof.
Yeah,
But other than
yeah,
that, it was a good show. I felt like I was like in the elevation of the seats and how the seating arrangement was. Like I was like, I almost felt like I was gonna fall over every time I walked somewhere. It was like, but stop. And just to get to your seat was just a hassle. Not even talking about merchandise. That was insane too. The merchandise,
always. I'd,
yeah,
I'd rather I stick to online, bro.
but here's the thing. At Arthur Ashe Stadium, it was like all floors, right? But a different like one floor had different shit than another floor. So you were literally scrambling to go downstairs to get something else. But then somehow they wouldn't let you on that floor to get something. It was just like you have to go upstairs, but they don't have that upstairs. I have to go downstairs and get what.
So that's what happened at in Vegas as well too. We went to Rampage and we
Mhm.
also went to Double or Nothing. So at Rampage, it was at the T-Mobile Arena, which was great because that was right on our hotel. So we didn't
How's
have
the seating?
the seating was great. Don't get me wrong, the
Okay.
seating was great. Our seats were we were diagonal towards the ring, and it was great seeing. The matches was good. I mean, we had Seidel versus Danielson, which was really, really good, unexpected.
Mm,
And then unexpectedly, Chris Statlander was over.
really?
Over. For some reason, people were booing Ruby Soho. People were booing Ruby Soho. I think
Wow.
people wanted Statlander versus Britt Baker. But the thing is that in terms of the merchandise, one level would have just Double or Nothing,
Mm.
AEW, CM Punk stuff, and then the next level would have like Hangman Page, Adam Cole, who else, Hook, and things like that. I was like, "Where's the FT? I want FTR. Can I get some FTR stuff?"
Like, first, want to go to chat real quick. Hey, Cedric, what's up? What's going
You're
on?
upstairs.
You're upstairs. Yeah. You're downstairs. Anyway, that's the problem I have. Like, whenever we go to like the AEW events, right? Their merch has to be a little bit better than what they have out there. Like, honestly, I barely see any uh you know what's funny? Adam Cole just went live on Twitch, by the way. Yeah, I just saw one thing popped up. I was like, Chugs went online. I was like, I really want to be like, yo, Adam, check out the podcast. We're talking about you. But the it's so weird. Like they need more women wrestlers t-shirts because I barely see any of them. I see Britt Baker when she was champion, right? I didn't see Thunder Rosa, but I mean because they weren't over here when Thunder Rosa was going for the championship. But I'm pretty sure they had Thunder Rosa t-shirts as she was going for the championship, and I'm pretty sure they got them now that she's champion. Um,
The only women's T-shirt that I saw at the Double or Nothing was Britt Baker and AEW heels.
that's it.
That's it. That's it.
They need more women wrestler t-shirts. Honestly, like
Oh, no. Sorry, I'm lying. They had Jade shirts.
oh, because she's champion, right? Okay, okay. But you know, when she was champion before, I didn't see any of her shirts neither. That's weird.
No, they had Jade shirt because my friend bought a Jade shirt, so I was like, oh, they did
Mm.
have Jade shirt.
Because I don't know when they were in North, I didn't see no Jade shirts. I
Yeah,
mean,
they barely had any female shirts there.
yeah, and when they're in North, I barely see any female. The last one I saw was Britt Baker, right? Ruby. I saw Ruby's shirt,
I'm
and
surprised.
then that was it. I ain't seen nobody else. They ain't have Jade shirt, even though she was TNA TBS champion. You know, they ain't have none of her shit. Like, I mean, even when she came out as Storm, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" They had none of her merchandise. None.
That was the day that she won the championship, right?
Yeah, they had none of her shirts. Remember that shit? They had nothing of her.
That's what I'm saying. They had no female shirts there.
Yeah, it was. I was like, okay. And that's the thing too. Like when we go, we usually like, yo, we gotta get a shirt. But there was none there. It was like, okay, well, this one sucks. And I was like, you know me, I get tired of wrestling black shirts. You know, I get tired of just. I'm like, I have enough black
We
shirts.
got the CM Punk shirt the first time, and then the
Yes,
second
we
time
did.
we couldn't find nothing that we
Yeah,
wanted.
because and then Arthur Ashe Stadium, they were selling the black, blue, and white CM Punk shirt. They were selling the black one with the T-shirt one, not the authentic. You know, with the ringer shirt they call it. The white one, they weren't selling that. They were selling the black, blue, and white one with the red. They were selling that one, but they didn't sell. And they sold Adam Page shirts. I think one of the shirts said cowboy shit on there, but it was black. I didn't want it. You know, I can't.
They're mostly all black, but yeah. So
Unless you go into the main website, some of them have altered colors.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's better just order online.
Yeah.
So staying on the staying on the topic of Athena, do we think she's going to take the title off of Jade? She's gonna no? We don't
No.
think so.
No.
I think it'll be Tony Storm, not now, but
Well, they already have Tony Storm going for the title.
you don't think so?
No. I think so. I like Tony Storm. Don't get me wrong, but Tony's already going for Thunder Rosa. I think that's next.
Oh yeah, that is.
Forbidden Door.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a continuous thing.
Forbidden Door.
I think it's going to be a continuous thing between those two, Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm.
I think there's only one person only to take that title off of Jade.
Who's that?
Britt.
But why though?
Put the TBS championship on Britt?
Why?
It has to be Britt. Like the thing is, it has to be. Unless they bring I'm jumping topics right now. Let's just say if they bring Mercedes now to AEW.
I can see that.
That could be
double champion. She could be double champion.
That could be, yeah. But even if Athena wins the
isn't Mercedes a Ring of Honor champion?
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about Mercedes. I'm talking about Mercedes as in Sasha Banks Mercedes.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't think she's gonna have to change her name because there's already a Mercedes on AEW.
That is true.
Well, what did they build her as in Star Wars? It wasn't Mercedes, it was Sasha Banks. Right? So does she own her own name? That's the question. We don't know. Because WWE, she didn't wrestle as Mercedes when she joined did she wrestle as Mercedes when she joined WWE? I think the first time she did, right? She first signed up, it was Mercedes. And then she came up with the Sasha Banks. So I think Sasha is her own.
Look at that one.
I think Sasha is her own name. Like, not mean like her own wrestling name that she owns it. I think that's the thing. I think she owns her.
Sasha Banks is a trademark of the World Wrestling Federation. Entertainment. Yeah.
He has to be somebody else.
Yeah, fuck me.
But the thing is that let's just say, for example, right now, with the rumors that Sasha Banks is out of WWE as of yesterday. Let's just say that. So the date is now June 17th.
Yeah.
Probably has a 90-day non-completing clause. So let's just go to. So she'll miss All Out.
When is that? September?
That's the Labor Day weekend. So she'll miss it by 2 weeks.
So that's September, Labor Day.
They'll probably do another Grand Slam.
Yes.
And
That's
that's maybe
November. Grand
no,
Slam.
no, September.
Wait, so all Out is
All Out is Labor Day weekend.
September.
And then weeks later, 2 or 3 weeks later, that's when Grand Slam is.
Is it?
Yep. Because I remember 3 weeks later, that's when we had Omega versus Danielson at Grand Slam.
Right. Are they my thing is, are they gonna be back in Newark? Because if they are, I'm there.
But I just think for Jade, and I feel bad for all the other girls, is that there's no competition really because they're really not building that many girls.
They're not. And I think they have a big roster of them too. And I think they're not building on any of them. Like, I think that's one of the reasons why we don't see Mercedes wrestle that much. Right? We don't really see Mercedes
Martinez?
Yeah.
Well, Mercedes Martinez, isn't she the ROH champion?
Yeah. But like when she first showed up, she was there. And then after that, she won the championship. And then we don't really see her wrestle that much. Who's that new chick who's standing up to Jade? That what's her name? Tall girl. What's her name?
Chris Stanlander?
I think that's
Fucking Stokely. I'm always gonna bring that up when Stokely said she had a big ass head. What's that girl with big head?
That's big head girl.
The alien chick. I was like, bruh.
I loved on Rampage when Chris Stanlander was running to save Athena and she just slapped Stokely in the back of the head and he I loved it.
Yo, like who who writes this stuff? Bro?
I think Stokely is the right person for Jade. I did not care for Mark.
That big head girl.
I did not care for Mark Sterling. I think that Stokely is the right person for Jade.
Yeah.
Yo, he literally said it live with that big head ass girl. Girl with the big head.
Yo, that was terrible. I was like, no way.
Yo, I can't believe
And it was funny. I was like, is he talking about Chris Statlander? And it's exactly what he said. I was
like when you play with a big head girl. Because you know what? I'm laughing because you know black folks. He said it though.
Speaking of which, and I'm now looking at the Forbidden card now with Moxley and Tanahashi.
Oh yeah.
Do you think Omega will come back at Forbidden Door?
Nah, he has another surgery. He has one more surgery.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he has one more surgery. So it was this is the first time he's actually taking care of himself.
Okay.
Because he is really banged up. Like knees, shoulders. I think the shoulders were a really big problem. The knees were one of them, right? It was knees, shoulders, back. Yeah, knees, shoulders, and back. And I think the knees and back are being taken care of as we right now. He's in recovery, but the shoulders, I think that's the next surgery he may have to go through, or unless he had the surgery already. Like, but he was serious.
Thanks. Okay, that's
but
fine.
I mean, I don't know. Like what the timeline is of like, did he get them all done? Like what? Like did they have one surgery one time and then another time, another one? Like I don't know. It's not really been. Nobody's really been keeping tabs on him like that, and he really hasn't been putting himself out there and like letting everybody know his business like that. So
I mean, Omega is a private person in terms of.
So his full list of injuries is his shoulders, his knees, his back. He has a hernia.
Oh, that's it.
and he's been suffering from vertigo since 2018.
God damn.
Oh, he's gone for the rest of the year. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're not gonna see him till probably like the end of next year, the end of this year to the beginning of next year.
I was going to say,
I say 2024.
Maybe even mid next year.
2024.
year.
Early 2024. Like January. What's in January? Well, there's something in January they have, right?
They only have 4 pay-per-views, but they have like special shows on Dynamite. So they have Revolution, which is end of February, early March.
I think that's when he'll show up then. Oh.
Double or Nothing is Memorial Day weekend. All
Mhm.
Out is Labor Day weekend, and then Full Gear is November.
You think they're gonna add another pay-per-view?
I don't think they need to.
Me neither. But
And that's the thing about WWE that they suffer from. They suffer from so many pay-per-views
that are boring as fuck.
I will say this. WWE has been putting on some good shows. I would say Hell in a Cell was actually a good pay-per-view.
Yes.
Backlash was a good pay-per-view.
Backlash was not bad.
Backlash was
It was all right.
Backlash was, you know what it was? It was better than expected.
Yeah.
Because even that, the Ronda Charlotte I Quit match, that was good. Better than that WrestleMania match that they had. And then even the 6-man tag was really good.
Yeah. I don't know. Like AEW right now, they're I see some of these reports that saying, "Oh, AEW's going down, this and that." And I'm just like, I don't see any of that. Like, I think they're talking about like some of the times, like the weekly shows. I'm like, they give like those shows, the wrestling is on 100%. There's some slip ups, but
like every week I'm always like, this is amazing. This is amazing.
Right.
There's 1 or 2 matches. I'm like, this is amazing. For example, Dax Harwood is so underrated on these shows.
Yes. Super underrated.
Super underrated. He's been putting on clinics.
He could put me in a clinic.
That's why the Revival was one of my favorite tag teams at the time when they were on NXT.
Same.
They didn't do anything with them on the main roster, and for them to get released. You know what I mean?
Like I love them not because of their look, but even so, still because of their look. But the fact that the way they wrestled, right? I remember their triple threat match with them, the was it Alpha Academy, and there was one more tag team. Was it the Viking Raiders? No, it wasn't. What was it them? No.
Which was this WWE or was this
WWE's NXT? It was NXT.
NXT?
Yeah, it was.
So you're talking about AOP.
Yeah.
It was AOP, it was DIY, and it was the Revival.
Yeah, it was FTR in there.
Right before who went to the main roster? One of them went to the main roster. But it was the takeover before WrestleMania. Takeover Orlando.
Yeah.
Or was it Takeover Chicago?
I think it was Orlando.
It was a triple threat match, and that was when DIY was the first ones to go out, and people got pissed off at that.
Yeah, and because FTR kind of cheated that one, they got that shit quick. But they were great. They got brought up to the main roster. They got with Randy Orton, right? After they lost the tag team champions, and then like they really didn't do anything with them.
I will say they had one great match. It was the ladder match at TLC. It was them and the New Day. I think they had a ladder match, which was really, really good.
Yeah.
I would say that one match, but yeah, they really didn't have, and then they had them going comical. They had the whole shower scene with the Usos.
I think that shower scene.
They were trying to turn them to a comical thing, and at that point, they weren't feeling that.
Yeah, like it was like, why are you trying to shave his back? Like you realize he doesn't have no hair on his back. It's in the front.
I want
But
to
I
eject
would
you
say
from this chat.
We,
That's
we,
what
we
I'm
see
gonna do.
we see all of Dax's hairy chest and belly.
I'm
And
gonna go say it. I'll say it right now. FTR is the best tag team right now.
Ooh.
The fact that they haven't put them against they haven't put them for the AEW tag team championships right now. I don't understand it.
I don't get it
Um,
neither.
I think what they're gonna it made no sense for them to go against uh Jurassic Express. It made no sense for that. It makes sense for them to go against the Young Bucks though.
So here's what I was thinking, because everything changed because of what happened with Jeff Hardy. I
Yeah.
feel like the Hardys were supposed to win the tag team titles
Yeah.
this week. I think because of what happened with Jeff Hardy, they had to scrap the Hardys out of the ladder match,
Or
and
completely now.
they didn't want to steer away from the Christian Cage heel turn, so they was like, okay, we have to give the title to the Bucks, and then now the whole Christian Cage turn, that's actually really, really great.
That was out of nowhere. I was like, oh shit.
I love it. Now, here's what I think is going to happen. FTR is going to win at Forbidden Door. They're going to win the ROH and also the
IWGP
Yeah.
tag titles.
So they're going to take it. And then I think at All Out is going to be the Bucks versus FTR.
Winner take all.
Winner takes all. For all.
Ooh.
So they can be the best tag team in the world because that's the storyline that was going for them in CM Punk.
It's the
Yeah.
Punk. Yep.
The best in the world with the AEW championship with the best tag team in the world that has all the titles.
Yeah. CM Punk got backup now. So it's like, yeah. I can see it. So
And Punk could possibly return by All Out, and it'll be Moxley versus Punk because I think Moxley's taking that title.
So just how do y'all feel about Tony Khan not taking the title off of Punk?
He wanted to. Oh no, he didn't want to. Never mind.
I'm actually fine. I'm actually fine with these interim things because you don't lose the title, but you still, when you come back, you have a chance to reclaim it.
Kind of, it's almost like Money in the Bank in a way.
It's not Money in the Bank because it's Money in the Bank in the way that the interim champion doesn't know when the person is coming back.
Right, but they're champion until the other person does come back. I like that. No.
But Money in the Bank is a few weeks, and the only one that I feel like, I feel like I know who the
It's Drew. It's gonna be Drew.
No.
If not, they better give it to Bobby.
Drew, is Bobby in it? Did he qualify? Did he qualify for it?
No, I think he's having a singles match with Austin.
Let me see who.
No, sorry, not Austin.
Who I think is going to be Money in the Bank. I think Theory.
No.
Yeah.
No. Don't he have a title match at Money in the Bank?
Let me look at who's on the.
No, he doesn't have a title match yet.
But did y'all hear that shade that now they changed it from the Allegiant Stadium where SummerSlam used to be? It was like 20,000. They could fit like 20,000+ people. Now they moved into the intimate setting.
The intimate center. Where
they couldn't sell that many tickets.
Yeah.
Oh, SummerSlam? Well,
yeah, because they were doing it in the stadium, so they couldn't sell tickets. So since they couldn't sell tickets, they decided to move it to the arena that AEW was using for Double or Nothing.
Well, shit. Well, your high price tickets are not like you're trying to sell WrestleMania. You're trying to sell SummerSlam as the summer.
Bro, yeah, let me enjoy. I'm surprised that I can go to an AEW event, pay $50 for a ticket, and it's a really good seat, and then watch 5 hours of wrestling.
You want to be hyped? You want to know? I paid less than $100 for my ticket, and I would say yes, flights were expensive as hell.
It's Vegas.
But I paid less than $100 for a ticket, and I had great seats.
I got.
It's crazy. Like I did like the money I spent on our tickets wasn't that expensive, but the fact about it is we got like we got 5 hours of nothing but pure wrestling and goodness. And I'm talking about the crowd, people talking to you, like, like just talking to you. Like it's almost like a family reunion every time I go. And it has that appeal to it. It's so different from WWE.
Mm-hmm.
It's so different. Like, what's the difference between it? It's a lot of difference. Like, if I go to Newark and I see the same people that I saw at Newark, they be like, "Yo, what's up, man?" I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" Because it was weird though. It was like I saw people that I saw last year, right? The year before, and it was like, "Yo, what's up, man? What's up?" And it's crazy. It's literally like one big family at AEW, right, event versus WWE. And not for nothing, we all talk trash about WWE and what they're not doing and how they could be so much better. Ain't that right?
Listen, the company is supposed to be for the fans.
It ain't.
And the fact that
AEW,
it's not for the fans, and the
it's not.
fans are displeased, and they're sharing their thoughts online, and nothing is being done about it, is insane.
Yeah, well,
It's insane. Now, I'm with Sasha's thing. I'm not sure if it's yes or it's no. A lot of it is leaning towards yes, but she just tweeted out the other day that a lot of stuff is going around online, and a lot of people are believing what is not true.
you mean the fact that she walked out the way she did?
No, the fact that was released.
Oh, that's
Because all of her stuff, once you're released, all your stuff gets removed from WWE's marketing and merchandising and all that.
Yeah,
all her stuff is still on.
yeah. Is
WWE.
Naomi still there too? Is Naomi
Both
still
of them, they're both all still there.
But,
all right?
wasn't Sasha and Naomi taken out of the Den Now Forever?
They were taken out of that.
The what?
The Den Now
the marquee in the beginning.
Oh yeah, they were.
Vince's epic speech from yesterday. Then now forever together. And then he just threw the microphone and walked out. I was like, what was that?
That was him trying to save face from the allegations that he's got.
That was him having a fucking ego. That's an ego. That is an ego that cannot be stopped.
He just pulled his dick out in front of everybody and said, "Ah."
Somebody really should have been backstage. It's like, yo, I don't think you should do this.
And what made it bad, it's like at that time, I think they should have just introduced Stephanie as the CEO live and just go from there.
Yeah,
but that is an ego trip. That's an ego trip. And that new now for what he said, he said WWE. You forget that Vince McMahon still considers himself WWE. He considers himself WWE.
Well, I mean, to an extent, that's Vince is the heart and soul of WWE. It doesn't matter about the fans. It doesn't matter about the wrestlers. Vince is the heart and soul of WWE, whether we like it or not.
Before you continue,
agree.
Echo, go wash your ass. Anyway. Yes, Vince is a bitch.
And I think now that we have John Cena coming back next week.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
So yeah, 20 years of John. So
you know what's funny? I'm surprised he came back. I'm surprised he's coming back and not challenging Roman for a rematch.
Nah. It's soon because they did SummerSlam last year.
They're gonna do a thing with Theory, guaranteed.
Bingo.
Yeah.
And if you look at WWE's Instagram right now, there's random posts of Theory, and Theory has like the word life rings. They have him on Cena's body.
Really?
Yeah, it's all over WWE's Instagram.
It's Theory and Cena at SummerSlam. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. For the United States title, for sure.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ew.
Yeah. I told you. What did I tell you? I said this a few weeks ago when we were talking about it. The same trajectory that John Cena went on, they're putting Theory on that. And now they're going to it's only going to be proven because they're going to have him go against John and beat John.
Bingo. Ew. That's exactly.
I said this. And you were like, no. That's exactly what's happening.
Theory is gonna go over at SummerSlam.
No,
Yep.
And I'll even double down on this. I
Yeah.
think Cena is going to be in the Money in the Bank match, and that's how it starts because I think Theory's going to screw Cena over in the Money in the Bank match.
You said Cena's gonna be in Money in the Bank match?
I think Cena's going to be in the Money in the Bank.
Ooh, I would like that. I would like.
I
You know
think-
what? And it makes sense to start that off
Mhm.
that way. I mean, it's gonna start off way earlier than that, but
He's going to come out next week. Theory's going to come out and say like you're old, blah blah blah, and then Cena's going to shade him. And then the next week is going to be the Money in the Bank, and that's when Theory's going to have his revenge.
yep.
Mm. 8 down.
I will say I was not a fan of Theory. I actually like Theory now. I don't know why.
I mean, we did see his naked pictures.
I mean, it's
he
not
was
even that. It's just like I think that he is. To me, I think he's Mini Miz, and I'm like, I really, really like it.
Mini Miz? Oh no.
In terms of-
I can't even give him that title. Miz is on another level promo wise. Austin's Theory is not even close.
In terms of 2007, 2008 Miz, that's what I'm trying.
You
to
mean
yeah,
the-
but Miz was
that
trash in the
Miz-
beginning too.
That Miz,
It
you know.
The annoying Miz, the Miz that nobody liked, but we
And
had to
that's-
stomach him.
Oh yeah.
champion.
He's not suit and tie Miz yet.
Yeah.
That's Theory so far.
You know who's suit and tie Miz? MJF.
Of course.
But he's suit and tie Miz times 2.
Bro.
If and the thing with MJF right now,
He hasn't been seen on TV.
if MJF does go to WWE, I don't think he is, but
I don't think he should.
Yeah. If MJF goes,
Oh
to
shit.
yeah,
That's on WWE's page.
They just all right.
I kid you not. I kid you not. I think Theory is going to be WWE champion in less than 2 years.
Well, he idolized Cena, so I can understand that.
But let's just say if MJF does go
I
to
didn't even see that.
if MJF does go to WWE, the money match is Miz versus MJF.
Mhm. And they would have to. So the promos would have to be so epic, like because the Miz when he goes off, right? He like lets it out. Like when he went off against towards Cena and Roman and
Daniel Bryan on Smack.
I need
I need the Miz to go
Intercontinental
off like that.
Champion Miz. I need that Miz back. We
Yeah.
got mid card Miz right now, and I'm
Yeah.
not happy with that. We need Intercontinental Miz
I
back.
need
I'm working here, not you. Like, yo,
2016 Miz. Because
Yeah, they did nothing with that. I was so upset they did nothing with that.
they did nothing with it, and Miz went off on Roman, Cena. He's like, they don't know who to cheer. They don't know who to boo John Cena or boo Roman Reigns. But you know who that affects? That affects me, because I'm the one that's working here. I was like, yo, he's going off, bro.
that
Like
was-
that whole promo.
I miss Talking Smack from that era. That was
Oh.
Talking Smack was. I literally tuned into Talking Smack. I was like, I need to see this.
Yeah.
I really do.
Even Raw Talk was pretty good when
Raw
Paul
Talk was
Heyman
good
was on there.
when who?
Paul Heyman was on there.
Raw Talk was good when KO and Chris Jericho were together.
Yeah, but it was good when Paul Heyman was there because there was always some type of tension with certain wrestlers that he would go against. Like when him and Kevin Owens, like the promos between KO and Paul Heyman was just epic to me. Like he was just like, I'm not a bad guy. I'm just the guy. And then he was just like, Paul, I was like, I'll see you again. Like It was so deep. I loved it. Maybe it's because I'm gonna live a KO. But anyway. And the ones with Apollo Crew, who's back on NXT, by the way, because they didn't do shit with him.
with no Nigerian voice.
No Nigerian voice, no Nigerian
I'm
back.
gonna be real. I haven't seen NXT since
Black and White went away.
No, since Stand and Deliver. I saw Stand and Deliver. But I haven't seen anything from NXT.
Nah, I just catch the clips for the most part. It's not important.
You know who's? I'm sorry to cut you off. I just realized Dexter Loomis don't work in NXT no more.
No,
he got fired.
He's
and I'm a little upset because they could have brought his ass up.
He's in a match at NWA coming up soon.
Yeah, he got released.
But I would have loved to see him be on the main roster and be just the way he was in NXT.
He was that last batch of people that got released. I was shocked at that. They got rid of so many people.
Who's that new? They got the new guy, the new Bray Wyatt apparently.
Budget cuts, but now we know.
I'm not a fan of him at all. It's not. I don't like it. I don't like what they're doing.
I find him hot, but the new Bray Wyatt guy.
I do like what they're doing with Cameron Grimes though. They've changed his character.
Gacy?
Yeah, he's gorgeous. But they got rid of his protege though. They got rid of him. They got rid of him and Dexter Loomis at the same time. Fucking weird. I was like, damn. Dexter Loomis was great though. Like,
what's going on? Because the last time I saw Cameron Grimes, he's champion, right?
No, he lost the title. The last pay-per-view.
Yeah. Who's
he didn't lose it to the Uso. No, he lost it to
No, he lost it to what's that dude? Damn, terrible.
Damn.
What's his name? Oh god.
I thought he lost to Dabakito, but then Dabakito's still there. He's not.
Did he lose it to? Is it somebody that's good?
I mean, I think he's solid for the most part.
Let me look up NXT champion.
You think
Carmelo Hayes.
Huh?
Oh, I like Carmelo.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna bring up
for the North American Championship? Cameron Grimes was the North American champion, and he lost.
That's the last one I saw it because it stands to deliver ladder match.
Do you think they're gonna bring up the other Uso?
They have to.
Soon.
They have incorporated him in somewhat of the bloodline storyline. So yeah, he'll get eventually brought up.
My question is, if I'll be fucked up if they bring him in, but don't bring Naomi in there. I said it.
Not necessary though. Not necessary.
Because the thing is that,
how is it sexist? It's not necessary. She's not the bloodline.
Thank you.
She's married into it,
but she's not the bloodline.
She's not bloodline.
What would make sense would be Tamina. That would make sense.
Would be the one in bloodline. It should.
I mean, I agree. Yeah, I agree. This whole running around for the 24/7 title is trash.
And Tamina is that strong presence. She should be in the bloodline. She
should have been the left hand of Roman.
Yeah,
honestly, if Jimmy, no, is it Jay or is it Jimmy? Well, I think it's
the
Jimmy.
Usos are the right hand. So
but I'm talking about before, like even before what's the name came back.
Jay Uso.
It was
Jay.
If Jay was the right hand man, Tamina should have been the left.
Which I still say that I still remember that Hell in a Cell match with Jay and Roman.
It was awesome.
That was such a good match. I really thought he was gonna win.
Word.
Me too.
Yo, Roman's been champion for 675 days, yo.
Yeah, he's gonna be the longest reigning champion, longer than Brock Lesnar.
What? Okay, yeah, true. But the thing is that he's gonna lose it, and he's gonna lose it to Seth.
I want that to happen.
Is it? Are we? Would you set up Seth winning and then Cody going after Seth?
Yep.
But
Cody
Seth
wins
has
the
to hold
Rumble.
that title for a minute though.
Cody
Like,
wins the Rumble. Cody
Mhm.
versus Seth at WrestleMania in Hollywood. Cody goes over.
So that means Seth wins Money in the Bank.
Seth doesn't really have to win.
he doesn't have to win Money in the Bank.
Do it.
But I feel like he would, and he would he could
And
cash in SummerSlam.
It is the
Oh, what?
deja vu because it's what if Seth wins Money in the Bank and then Brock and Roman are going against each other at SummerSlam already, and it's deja vu from WrestleMania 31.
Yes,
and
the
Seth does
heist.
again.
We get the heist again.
But he doesn't run in. He slowly walks down the aisle, laughing his ass off. And he's just standing at ringside.
Oh,
and he picks at his moment. Like he's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
waiting.
Like it's not gonna be like he before where he's just like, like run down there now. He's gonna slowly
it's
walk.
gonna be when you see like that WWE credits thing, and next thing you know, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Yeah, that would be great. I would like that setup because then we get a new champion and then he
it doesn't
holds
make
it.
Roman weak because it was a cash in.
And it would be a cash in on Brock.
Because last time he cashed in on Roman.
Cash in on Roman when Brock was the champion.
That's right.
So now he'll cash in on Brock when Roman's the champion.
And imagine Heyman turning on Roman and thinking that Brock is going to win. And then next thing you know, boom.
Ooh.
So the bloodline, Heyman goes to Brock. And then Roman just takes some time off.
Oh, he will.
Well, he's been trying. I think he's been trying to take some time off. That's why we haven't seen him on TV. And that's why they don't even have him in Money in the Bank.
Which is weird.
So that's why that's a way to get Roman completely off TV.
Yep. Give him his time off. Seth is the new champion. And then Cody returns Royal Rumble. He will be a secret entrant.
Yeah.
Wait, who is Cody going against now? Being that what's the name is not is busy.
What do you mean?
Wait, who is Seth going against now? Being that
nobody. He's
so
just
Seth
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank right now.
Yeah.
Okay. And Drew's on SmackDown.
And Seth doesn't need a SummerSlam match if he's going to catch in.
Yep.
True, he doesn't.
Because he would steal the main event.
Yep. Oh, this
is.
I'm loving this.
That's it. That's exactly what will happen.
So then I will change my mind. Seth will win Money in the Bank this year.
Are they gonna actually make one fucking title? Like,
I'm fine with the double title.
I think they're gonna wait till Cody gets his hands on the belt and he brings back the classic Winged Eagle Championship. We'll get a new version of the Winged Eagle Championship.
I say we wait
because Cody has always been the one to introduce new titles. Especially when he talks about prestige. He's talking about prestige and he wants the title that he never got, the title that his father held. And whenever they show the title that his father held, they don't show the WWE Championship, they show the Winged Eagle Championship. So we'll definitely get that.
Bingo. No, I love this. Like, this is like
that'll most likely that's gonna be WrestleMania next year.
The Heist 2.0. I love it.
Damn, but it's everything is doing itself all over again at that point because it would be the Heist again, and then it would be Seth versus Rhodes at WrestleMania again.
Yeah,
and I'm fine with that. But the thing is that with Seth as champion, you have multiple contenders now for that.
Yes, you do.
You got KO can go for it again as it was his best friend at one time.
You can even have you can honestly have AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins.
I would love to see that. Yes,
you can have Edge, who is a face now, go against Seth Rollins again.
Yeah, you could have And being as a unification title, you have Drew going out against Seth again. That's a recap of WrestleMania during 2020. What else? You can have who else?
Oh my god.
Maybe even give Ricochet an actual.
Listen, they've thrown everyone at Roman, and he's beat every single person.
Maybe they could give
So-
Ricochet an actual shot this time, an actual really
Oh
good
my
shot.
god. The hype.
Listen, was it last week that we spoke about Ricochet and them not putting him on TV, not giving him enough spotlight, and then they rip the title off of him and give it to Gunther. Oh my god.
I'm fine with that. But Ricochet was not doing shit with that title.
They didn't give him anything.
That was WWE's fault. They did
They
nothing.
didn't write anything for him. They're like,
But
"Oh, you got the title."
They have a problem. Who's going to take it from Gunther? I say Drew.
I say Drew. Why not?
Do you want to see that? I don't want to see that though.
I don't want to see Drew with a title unless it's the main titles. Honestly,
I'm fine with Drew just getting an Intercontinental Championship.
Well, you know what it'd be? It'd be a repeat, not a repeat, but it'd be something that from his earlier days.
That's what I'm saying. It will be something from his early days, but
I think he could bring the title back to like a because he comes from that. He wrestled around the time where that title actually meant something, so he could bring it back into something where it means something.
That's
which it definitely needs. It needs somebody to bring it back. Honestly, that title definitely like.
I know, and we've had this conversation in the past, and you said that a lot of these titles are nothing burgers, just like the FTW championship. And look what they did the other week. They put it on the line, like I told you. It's all about them just adding it into the rankings. You know what I'm saying? Once they do that, it ends up making it worth something. You know what I'm saying? Right now, like that title right now is on Ricky Starks. It's not leaving him. But when it gets to the right person, that's when it's gonna make sense.
So do they mean they join Team Taz if they do?
It's gonna go to Hook.
Oh, I said this. It's gonna go to Hook. Hook is gonna have an issue, and then it's gonna be this whole implosion.
Mm-hmm.
And Taz is gonna be like, "You either with me or you not with me." And then Powerhouse is gonna turn on him, and then you're gonna have Hook. That's gonna be. But he don't really need Powerhouse either, so it could just be Hook as a one-man wrecking crew.
Do we see Keith Lee or Swerve getting the TNT title anytime soon?
Nope. That's going to Wardlow.
But do you see anybody like besides Keith Lee going after Wardlow for that title?
No.
There you go. Keith Lee's going to get the title eventually after Wardlow.
I could see him with that belt. I could see him with the AEW championship. Right now, it's just.
I think they got a plan, though. That's the thing. That's the one thing about the AEW championship. They have a plan, and we obviously know that CM Punk still has it. We obviously see that Dean Ambrose might take it off of him, or it will happen. And then you get the split of the Black House Club, where Daniel Bryanson probably wants to fight Dean Ambrose for the title. There's that.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be anytime soon, though.
Yeah.
That definitely wouldn't be anytime soon. I think they're gonna use them as backup.
I mean, it'd be cool if we got Daniel Bryanson as team. It'd be cool if the whole Black House, that whole group, like if Dean Ambrose does get the title, the AEW title, Daniel Bryanson get the TNT title. Holy shit, that'd be some crazy.
I wouldn't do TNT. I would put tag titles on Wheeler Yuta and Daniel.
Yuta. Him and Yuta.
So that just a group got. Then they're coming out with the a trio championship too.
Yep, trios titles coming out.
I was shocked they did not introduce that. I thought when they was doing the whole new title thing, I was like, oh, this is when they're gonna do trios. So
speaking about that
championship, I was like, do they really need another one?
They have basically the European type. No,
it's basically the European Championship. Yes.
Yeah, or Intercontinental if you want.
Yeah, it's Intercontinental
because it's like Atlantic something like
so. Then because they're going to do I guess it's a 4-way at Forbidden Door. So,
Yeah, it's a 4-way.
Yeah.
So who do you think will be the New Japan entrant?
Who's in that tournament?
So right now, Miro advanced.
Malachi
Well,
Black.
I meant the New Japan tournament. Who's in? Because they're having a tournament for the person to go in.
Let me check. Actually,
I think Miro's going to take it, or Malachi.
who has to?
Miro.
Miro has to take that.
I think Malachi. I think Malachi.
Let me see who is in.
Just because Malachi's been around and he's been wrestling on a constant basis, and Miro just got back. I think Malachi's going to be able to have that title, but they got to do something with it though. Like really, really do something with it. I'll be back. Yeah, keep talking.
So I think what they're saying is going to be between Ishii and Kanemaru. So if that's the case, Ishii.
Okay, so there's two more. It's two more matches. Well, I would assume 3.
So you still have Malachi back versus Penta.
Then you have Ishii and Kanemaru, and then you have Homa and Clark Connors.
Oh, yeah.
And then those two would go against each other to be the person who goes into Forbidden Door.
So then Ishii will go. It has to be Ishii. So then you'll have Ishii versus Miro versus Pac versus the winner of Malachi versus Penta.
I think Penta will go in so they can have. There's a Mexican flag on the title, so they might just throw him in there.
Yeah, because Andrade is not involved in this one, right?
No.
Yeah, Andrade is not allowed to do anything NJPW related.
Explain.
So there's another, I think, Mexican company, the CLLW or something like that. They do workings with New Japan, and that company is the rival company of AAA.
Yeah.
So AAA basically, since Andrade's under contract with them, AAA was just like, nah, fam, you're not doing that because we don't fuck with New Japan.
Gotcha.
So the original plan was supposed to be Andrade versus Will Ospreay for the IWGP US Championship. That was supposed to be the thing, and now it's Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy.
I think that's gonna be a great match.
That is gonna be a great match.
The blonde versus the ginger. Because honestly, I've always thought of like Will Ospreay and Orange Cassidy are kind of almost similar, almost, except that Cassidy wrestles with his arms and his pants. And he's stylish. It's gonna be amazing when we get that. It's gonna be crazy. And
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just ready for the blood and guts.
Really?
Give me blood and guts right now.
Blood and guts. That's gonna be good. Speaking of blood and guts,
who matches that now? Is that Jericho versus?
They're adding more and more people to that match.
It's Jericho Appreciation Society versus Eddie Kingston,
Ortiz,
Santana, and Moxley and Danielson.
So how y'all feel about Sammy Guevara doing what he did. Really? Really? Why? Because they
Better
had.
than what he was doing before.
You mean nothing?
Yeah.
Well, he was going for the TNT title, and then after that,
He lost
the
that
whole
shit.
mixed tag match thingy.
Yeah, and then I think he lost that one too.
Yeah, they lost that.
Yeah, they lost it because Kazarian was like, fuck this.
Hi, Conti. Oh, Conti.
What's wrong with it? Sammy is a heel.
Mm-hmm.
What's the biggest heel faction right now? Jericho Appreciation Society.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Besides the House of Black.
Yeah, House of Black is definitely heel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do y'all feel about the Julia Hart joining House of Black?
Okay. I think they needed some women. A lot of these groups start having like a lot of males. House of Black needed a fucking woman in that shit too. But
So
I need her to do shit.
So then why couldn't they put Abaddon there?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Because in my honest opinion, Abaddon would have been a great match for House of Black.
I agree.
Okay. So speaking and talking of blood and guts and all that, and want to close out the show.
Mm-hmm.
What, if any, match types that you haven't seen in a long time would you want to see in any capacity, AEW or WWE?
Who you want to go first?
Doesn't matter.
You go first then.
All right.
Since you asking the question, bitch.
I have to think about this one.
Yeah, me too.
I would probably go with the 3 Stages of Hell.
Okay.
I mean, we did see one not too long ago with in NXT, Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano. But I would like to see that more. Like that's a grudge match thing, and like with the whole Seth versus Cody Rhodes, they could have ended it with that too. That would have definitely been something brutal. Instead of them doing just the Hell in a Cell, they could have did the 3 Stages of Hell leading up to the Hell in a Cell. So that would have been great.
Oh, I got one.
Okay.
I would like to see the AEW incorporate somehow War Games.
That's
Blood and Guts.
Oh, is it? Is it 2 rings? Is it 2 rings?
Yeah, blood and guts.
How did I miss that?
Blood and guts. Yep, that's what we're getting.
Never mind.
Pretty much AEW does all those things. They just don't call it those matches.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them do it 3 Stages of Hell. But like the Blood and Guts, that's like a War Games. That's also hardcore.
Like you hear them, they can't say 6-man tag, so they say trios. They don't do triple threat because WWE owns triple threat.
Really? They own the name?
Yeah, triple threat, fatal 4-way. They can't say those things.
They can't say those things.
It'll
be a 4-way, it'll be a 3-way, but they can't say triple threat or fatal 4-way.
Wow. Grimy.
Yep. So of course they're not going to be able to use War Games.
I'm trying to think about this. You know what would be a good match to see on AEW?
What?
Shit.
The answer's up there somewhere.
It has to be. What about
We the ones?
No.
You know what I wouldn't want to see on AEW because it happens so fast?
Oh,
a First Blood match.
Yeah. Wait.
Well, people bleed like this on AEW.
Well, Cody's not there anymore, too. So
speaking of Cody, I have to before we close out, I have to say something because Brad, our illustrious other co-host, Brad, who is injured right now, he wanted us to put on the podcast from his words verbatim. Vince McMahon blew it. Could have made a huge impact by admitting some of what he did but that he looks forward to clearing his name. Uh, that's number one. Number two, John Cena will be back to carry the family-friendly vibe through the trial. Number three,
Oh, yeah.
Cody is a fucking sellout.
Cody is a fucking sellout traitor,
Yeah, fucking.
and Brad lives and dies by that.
Yes, he does. Cody's a fucking sellout traitor. He wanted me to say that verbatim, like. He wanted me to say that just so everybody knows where Brad is at.
He
Cody.
also wanted to remind everyone that Cody faked his injury just to get another return pop, and that he's a communist.
Yes.
Thank you, Brad, for that.
Thank you, Brad. For that.
Oh, actually, I do have a match.
Oh,
They should went to AEW.
he's a communist.
Iron Man.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
I think the last one that we saw was what?
Daniel
Sasha
Bryan
versus Bayley, right?
Omega. Daniel Bryan versus Omega.
Was that an Iron Man match?
Oh,
Yes.
what? Wait, was it?
Yeah.
I,
Arthur Ashe. It was an Iron Man match.
I just thought it went over the limit. That's the thing.
Pretty much an Iron Man match.
But the thing is that they hold like pinfalls because there was no pinfall because I remember
right. So it counts up.
Omega never got
mean-
pinned. Danielson never got pinned.
I mean, we could. Yeah, I think we haven't seen an Iron Man match. They wouldn't call it an Iron Man match because WWE owns the name Iron Man match, right?
So the last one wasn't it? Sasha versus Bayley.
No. Charlotte did one.
Oh, Charlotte and Sasha. Yeah.
But I think
Oh,
she
no,
did.
that
She wore
wasn't
Ronda.
the
No, wait.
last one.
She did
The
one with
last one-
Ronda Rousey, didn't she?
The last one was for the NXT Championship. It was Finn Balor versus Adam Cole versus Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano.
That was an
Oh, the
amazing
fatal
match.
four-way.
Yeah, it was a fatal 4-way Iron Man match.
That's what would that now that we can. I would love AEW to do that.
But they can't really call it Iron Man. So
No. So you would call it Tally Up or something like that. I don't know. There's somebody I think of something.
Oh, AEW has done one. It was Kenny Omega versus Pac.
Oh,
That's 1-on-1. That's right. They did do that. That's right.
Yeah.
all right. So then never mind. So
I would want to see a Fatal 4-Way version though. That'd be cool.
or even the tag team version of it.
Then that would be the Young Bucks versus fucking
FTR.
FTR. Yeah.
Just give them 60 minutes.
Please, yeah.
Facts.
What'd you guys think about the ladder match though? With Jungle Boy, Jurassic Express, basically.
I thought it was
Young
good.
Bucks.
It was good. I think
I didn't watch it, but I saw some of it. It was
Bro.
all right.
It was amazing.
What's his name? Luchasaurus is a fucking phenom. Like
The
he
head
could
spring
really
ups.
go for individual titles if he wanted to.
I think that's what they're trying to do. Because I think Jungle Boy's going to be going solo, and Wasim's going to go solo too. Because they don't. I think I would like to see him. Because I think people got a taste of seeing him versus Warlow, Keith Lee. I think they all got a taste of that during what was the event? Not Double or Nothing. It was a ladder match. But the one before that, I think they got a taste of that, and I think that's what they're going to go for. But at this time, I think it's going to be for a title. Probably, maybe TNT.
Fine with that.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. The ladder match was honestly just for the Christian Cage turn.
All that. They had some great spots though.
I mean, between both tag teams, there's always going to be phenomenal spots.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like,
also, the thing is that AEW has amazing tag teams that even if we lose Jurassic Express, we have other tag teams that can go for.
Yep.
Yep.
Like Swerve in Our Glory.
Well, are they still tag team after that battle royale?
We'll find out
I
next
mean,
week.
how many times has that happened and they didn't break up? They just like kind of like, yo, you messed up, bro.
I don't know. But
I mean, we even have. You can do Lucha
Samoa
Bros.
Joe's injured, supposedly. Out.
He's
Right?
always injured. I mean, he's always injured. So
I mean, by this time, he should just hang it up.
I'm fine with that. Actually, I love Joe, but he keeps getting injured.
Yeah, it makes no sense. You want to live the rest of your life, bro. Chill out. That's
Sure.
what's up with Randy now. That's why Randy was like, you know what? I took my back. Let me go check it out. Oh, it was worse than I thought. All right, cool.
Word. Anyways. All right, final words. This week with Raw and SmackDown.
I'll be real. I didn't watch Raw.
Raw was trash. I watched it. Not a fan of it. I even like looked up at the TV when it was over, and I was like, that was it. That's how it ends. I was like, you know what? I'm not. I'll wait till SmackDown. And then SmackDown I didn't even watch because I went out last night.
So, Riddle versus Roman was very good.
Yes, it was. Agreed.
It was amazing. Like it deserved. Honestly, I think they fucked up. I think they fucked up by not putting it on Money in the Bank. I think they really. They fucked up with just putting it on. Like they could have been some type of squabble on SmackDown, right? Some talking points, some promos, but they fucked up by not putting it on Money in the Bank.
I agree 100%.
Because that match, that spear into RKO, literally out of nowhere.
But it was great. Yes,
and I noticed that Roman didn't submit him. Right, he didn't submit him. Which, by the way, Riddle is an MMA fighter, so he would know how to get out of those holds. And I think that's the thing I need to see more of. Like even with Brock Lesnar, right? Brock Lesnar didn't really lose the title from submission, right? So I'm like, these guys who has trained in MMA would be able to somehow get out of those, those movements. I mean, Brock did it when Roman tried to do it on him. He threw him against the ring post and everything. But with Riddle, Riddle's straight up MMA. He wouldn't know how to get out of that shit. But I'm just like, I want to see some type of like escapage from it, right? Not like end all be all. Which
that would be like Riddle against Bobby Lashley. It would be overpowered. He would be overpowered. That's why they wouldn't do it. That would be a terrible finish.
Right.
I mean, all roads lead to Orton versus Riddle. So
eventually,
figure out if it's going to be for SummerSlam, or is it going? Or are they going to try to like pull it into WrestleMania?
Nah, I don't think Randy's coming back for SummerSlam. I think Randy's going to be coming back Survivor Series.
It might be. If they're saying the injury is as bad as it is, he won't come back until probably Royal Rumble, because they're saying he's indefinitely out for the rest of 2022.
Yeah.
So he might return Royal Rumble, turn on Riddle in the middle of the Rumble, and then that would set up WrestleMania.
You mean he may be number 29?
Maybe.
He's always 29.
That's how I would do it. I would set it up that way. Have him turn on Riddle in the Rumble.
So you give Randy Orton one more,
and it'll be a light one in terms of, it was just because it's the Rumble. But then they go to Fastlane and they go for the championship against whoever the champions are, and that's when Riddle goes off on.
Yep.
That's when Orton goes off on Riddle.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a future that we're hoping to see. But great match with Roman and Riddle last night. It's a pay-per-view match that should have been on pay-per-view.
Definitely top 10 this year. It's top 10.
But I know I can see them rushing it too because of time, TV time. And I think that with pay per view, Riddle let Riddle go. That's the one thing. Like when Riddle goes off, he goes off on pay per view so hard. Roman does too. So they both needed a straight up pay per view to really
I agree with you.
like let that story play out just in their
Yeah.
match. They didn't do that.
They wanted to squash it because Roman's not trying to be around right now.
Yeah.
Whatever the issue is, there's just been he doesn't want to be around right now.
Yeah. So SmackDown was all right. That's all I say. Raw was Raw.
I was gonna watch Raw since I have off on Monday. I was like, I'm gonna watch Raw right before, but now y'all saying it's bad. I was like, okay, I'll just watch the clips.
Right.
Well, I mean, you got the go home show next week for both Raw and SmackDown.
I think the fact that Bobby's messing with Austin Theory is trash. I said it.
Is it next week? Oh no, it's not. I lie. It's not next week.
No, I think
It's the week after.
Yeah.
I think that's when Cena returns because it's
I
the
think
27th.
I think this whole I think Bobby Lashley not going for the title again. I think it's trash. I think the whole thing because he never fought Roman. He fought Brock Lesnar. He never fought Roman 1-on-1. That's trash. I think that's honestly trash. They never let Bobby fight Roman 1-on-1, and it would be if they want big men versus big men, why didn't Bobby just go after Roman? But they got him fighting fucking Austin Theory. I think that's trash.
I mean, it is what it is.
They're saving it for another WrestleMania moment.
Anyway,
I would save that. I
don't know. I'd rather see Seth versus Roman at WrestleMania, but that's me. Anyway, we got to go. We'll be back here. Let's say, hopefully Brad is okay because he doesn't want to hear him rant and rave about Cody and Cody being a
I
comedy.
need a Cody rant. I really do need a Cody rant.
I need to we need Cody to come back. We need Cody to come back and give us his Coda theory. All right, y'all. Thank you, Clinton, for coming back.
Thank you.
Thanks, man of the nickname, and we'll see you guys in when's the next pay-per-view?
Forbidden Door is next Sunday. I mean either next Sunday or next Saturday.
Okay, so we'll see you guys.
Sunday. I will not be watching it until Monday. So
okay, so we can shoot sometime next week anyway.
Okay.
So we'll see you guys in a week. Yeah.
See you next week.
Ah.